live. Hey, everybody, welcome. Kids Deserve Dads. I'm Zach, and I'm here with David Grove today. What's up, David? How you doing?
Hey, great, Zach. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, buddy. Uh, just wanted to give a shout out. We got David on today. He's had he was on a show a few months ago talking about his personal case of trying to be involved in his daughter's life and stuff, uh, and and what he's gone through to be the dad that he wanted to be, and so we want to talk to him about today, and also talk about the water gun fight we have coming up this weekend and some of the events and stuff we have coming for kids and their dads. And we thought there's no better way to hang out and get the Father's Day weekend going than hanging out with David, because he's a character.
Thanks, man. I mean, um, I don't know who left likes me anymore um, because even the people in the movement. I mean, I oftentimes will not create a conflict, but constructive criticism in how we're going about some of this stuff. But I mean, sometimes my Philadelphia roots kind of the Eagles fan kind of comes out, and
Nobody likes Eagles fans, not even
we,
other Eagles fans, I don't think. So
we threw snowballs at Santa Claus for crying out loud. Anyway,
you guys are just tough
my
people. I'm gonna tell you a story about living in New Jersey. I'm from Wyoming. I'm a country boy from Wyoming, and we don't have a lot of people and stuff. People are really friendly. You drive down the road, people wave at each other, right? So we're on the New Jersey Turnpike. My coach is from Philly, and we're on a New Jersey Turnpike, and we're cruising up to Long Island to go do a baseball, like 3 or 4 games over a weekend and stuff for a little trip. And we're cruising up the Turnpike. As we're going up the Turnpike, somebody kind of swerves into our lane, right? We're in a big old van with a bunch of 20 kids in this van, right? Overloaded probably and everything else. And I'm sitting shotgun, hanging on my coach. And he's got the accent. He sounds just like you, right? I think that's like half people from New Jersey, from Philly sound just like you. And and this guy, he starts cussing, like, what the fuck's this guy doing, And he rolls down the window and he leans out. We're on the turnpike driving 60 miles an hour. He leans out the window, flips the dude off, and screaming as we're going straight. He's driving. There's cars everywhere. It's got 4,000 lanes on this highway. And he leans out the window and just lays into this other dude in the car next to us. And I'm like, what is going on? That is not how we do things in Wyoming. And he's like, that's just how you drive out here. And I was like, oh my God, you guys.
There is not much of a filter on people up there. I mean, anyway, and there's not much of a filter on me. And the last time I was with you, and I was telling my experience with the Toby Center, that didn't rub everybody the right way. But it's kind of a thing where accountability, I think, is huge. Because I mean, if you go rob a bank and there are no consequences for your actions and you're not held accountable, why would you stop? I mean, just keep robbing banks. And it's while a strong stretch of a comparison, it's basically the same thing, but it's all relative. And these people who claim to be doing big do-gooders and are not, and are cashing in on our heartbreak. And in that case, it was supervisor for visitation. I got supervised visitation after 15. Yeah. My daughter was 14 years old.
Yeah.
But that's the hand we got dealt. And when you have an opponent who has a bottomless war chest full of money, eventually they achieve their objective. I mean, it's just basically, just keep throwing more money at it, you'll get what you want. And that's why I wrote the book, and people could interpret that as, oh, he's trying to make money off the book. I didn't write the book.
What's the book you wrote?
You Must Have Done Something: The Kids for Cash Family Court and Its Effect on a Family. Yeah. And it's free. The ebook is free from now, 12 a.m. Pacific time, until all through Sunday into Monday at 12:01. It's over on Monday Pacific time. But I mean,
weekend. Go online, guys. If you to read David's story, if you want to see what kind of stuff happens to dads going through family court and the circus that is resolved around keeping dads away from kids and preventing dads and kids having relationships, this book illustrates that beautifully and shows the difficulties of being involved as a dad and fighting for your rights and stuff. And David, you've never given up, right? I think that's one of the true testaments to you as a man and a dad. And I think one of the things that we've had a lot of guys on our shows and stuff, and one of the guys like Chuck Dizzle's in court today. And so I want to give a little love to Chuck. He's going to court today to get to see his kids. Hopefully this results in him getting to have more time. So
he's a great guy.
You haven't given up, you know. And since you came on the program, like your daughter's graduated, right?
She graduated high school this year. Thank you for prompting me, because I know there's a story behind there, and it's quite remarkable. The students were given tickets to give out to parents and friends and family, whomever. And my daughter has been love bombed to the point where she's driving around in a $40,000 Kia. It's not a Stinger, it's the one below it, G7 or something. But it's the iPhones, the latest one, and the showering of those gifts are pretty high on the totem pole of importance to an 18-year-old, and she just turned 18.
Right.
Well, they give the tickets to the kids, but if my daughter thought about giving me a ticket, those things or other things would go away, and there would be let me put it this way, there would be consequences if my daughter wanted to give me a ticket to her graduation. So I certainly wasn't going that way.
Right?
Sure, we all know that. I mean, people involved in a similar situation know this. These kids are victims, and my daughter's been brainwashed and love bombed and so forth. But I asked the school board for a ticket. They ignored me. I went to the principal. She ignored me. And night before last, I went to the school board and I posted it on my Facebook page. I handed them the proverbial.
Yes,
did you see it?
Pat Riley? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I went with the Michael Corleone look, because I wanted to, I put the suit on, I put the tie on. I went there because I wanted to make a good appearance. I wanted to let them know what happened. And, these people are not being held accountable. These are the things that anybody can do. These people who won't give you a ticket to the graduation, or won't give you a heads up when there's a parent-teacher conference at school, or let you know when the next game is being played. You can hold these people accountable if you get a little creative. And it doesn't really take a whole lot of outside the box thinking. It's just basically, okay, they're trying to stick it to me. What can I do to stick it back to them, to make them accountable, and perhaps help them think about it before they do it to the next person, or even to you the next time. And the going to the school board was one. The coach of my daughter's soccer team, he's not coaching anymore, at least to my knowledge. There were flyers put up about him being actually banned from one organization. But see, I didn't know this. I found out about this. I asked parents. I asked other coaches. Did a little research on this coach, for example, and found out that he was banned from FYSA or something like that. No, it wasn't that. It was a different. Did
you get the chance to go to your daughter's graduation then?
I did. I got a ticket in the parking lot because nobody would give me one, and I stood it. I scalped it in the parking lot. I said, I need one. And right. I got the ticket. I stood in line. School police pulled me out of line because Principal Fleming said that I was not to be let in. In the background, I was told by the ranking sergeant of school police that the athletics director went toe-to-toe with the principal and argued that I should be let in to celebrate my daughter's graduation. I've never had a problem with him. He comes to all her games. He is no problem to anyone. Let that man celebrate his daughter's graduation. And I also posted a picture of my, yeah, man. And you have to find these people. because
Yeah.
there's good and bad in everything. But when it
Yeah.
comes to the high conflict and drama, people will go with the side that's winning. And people won't go on the side that isn't winning. And but those people are there.
Right.
And the athletics
Well,
director of my daughter's
there's a
high
high
school.
conflict group, right? Like your daughter's mom, right? Like she likes to start arguments and start fights and make all this drama around this whole situation. And then I'm sure as
She
a
will.
principal, she's like,
And,
"Hey, this lady's come and complained and complained and complained and caused problems over and over again. And if we just don't let David in, then we don't got to deal with her, and she won't complain to us about David being there because she makes a stink and a scene all the time."
it's called comforting the crying child.
Yep. Yep.
It's called
Yeah.
comforting the cry. And if we quiet her down, and she realized this over a period of time, and it didn't take her long, because I remember the first time that she did it, made a public appearance by standing in front of Little League moms. Our daughter was 5 years old. She's 18 now. So this has been going on for a long time. She stood in front of the parents, in front of the bleachers, and read our divorce decree at the top of her lungs. So the drama that she has taken on. There's a woman who's never had a hobby.
Being somebody like that, like that is unbelievable type of like behavior. Like it's so embarrassing. And she's not embarrassed, right? But like,
no,
to your
our daughter
daughter,
is. She has to be.
yeah.
I mean, she had to be mortified. Now at 5, she probably doesn't even remember that. But this went on all the time. At any time, there was one game where our daughter hurt her knee. She went colliding head on with an opponent on the soccer field, had to be carried off the field. And I went over to see if she was okay. This was during COVID, where, okay, the parents and the players are on one side of one team. You keep your germs over here, and the parents and the players of the other team are on. So we're on the same side.
Right? So they're like they get close to each other and stuff. So totally.
Yeah. So I went over. Yes.
Tell me about. We're married for a few minutes. So I want to have you tell me about your daughter's reaction when she saw you, because you were like right where they came in at the event.
Yeah,
right?
man.
What was your daughter's reaction when she saw you sitting there?
The look on her face was not that of hatred. This was because she didn't know I was going to be there. All evidence would point to he's not getting in here. I didn't give him a ticket. The school wouldn't give him a ticket. The school board wouldn't give him a ticket. But the one person who said, find a ticket in the parking lot. And I went to the graduation because I was afraid I wouldn't get in. So it was at the South Florida Fairgrounds. I went to the graduation before my daughter's, which was 3 hours before which ended 2 hours before my daughter's graduation started. I was going to hide in the auditorium somewhere. And I thought better of it because right. And then, so I went out and I ended up getting a ticket in the parking lot, but I was trying to find ways to get. So I had my spot all picked out. I saw where they came out. So I said, okay, that's the spot I want to get because I'll be the first person they see. And when my daughter came out, the look on her face, I got goosebumps just thinking about it because it wasn't a look of hatred. It was a look of surprise, and not that of fear-stricken surprise. It was a look of, oh my gosh, he's done it again. He got through the gatekeepers. He's here. And it's a lot of work, man. It isn't easy getting to these things and finding out when they change a sports schedule or something. But the look on her face, I'll never forget it. And I was able to, I took a video, but I grabbed a still frame from the video.
Yeah.
And I posted it. Because it's important. It's important. And I put my posts public, not to expose my daughter, but to show them that they are not winning, because they're not winning. Because my daughter knows deep in her heart who and what I am. I've been nothing but a dad to her, and a good dad. And it's been a lot of work to be there. I mean, to travel to Bradenton 3 hours away to go to a soccer tournament where nobody talks to me. especially my daughter, who my ex-wife, she won't allow her to talk to me.
Right.
And even when she was a little kid, she would say, "It's not your dad's time. You come over here." And that's not what I did.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I remember one time she was in gymnastics and she was with me. It was my time to have her. And we went in the auditorium and I saw her mother and I said, "You go over to your mother and acknowledge her being here. She's here to support you. You go over there and sit with her." My daughter came back and she was like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, something like that. She was little. She was little. And she said, "Daddy, can I have 2 cake pops for me and my mom?" Do you think I cared if my ex-wife had a cake pop? No, I couldn't care less. I would, either way.
One cake pop only.
Right. So she and I went to the cake pop vendor, and we got her 2 cake pops. And she went back with her mother, and they cut cake pops. It isn't about my ex-wife. It's not about whatever the cost was to me for 2 cake pops. It's about my daughter enjoying her life, not even specifically her time with her mom. Look, wait a minute, it's my time. That's a horrible, horrible way to be, and that's what my ex-wife has been all these years. And the court enabled these things and enabled this behavior, and it's my daughter at this point has Stockholm syndrome. She doesn't dare have lunch with me. She's probably scared that I'll tell her mother that she and I had lunch together.
Her mom finds out, right?
Never. Oh yeah. The shit will hit the fan. There will be consequences. And
is she? Have you talked to her since graduation?
I have not, because there are no more games. There high school games are over. Soccer, travel soccer is over. She is. In fact, here's a. This is how far this thing goes. Senior night, as they were walking across the field, and she wouldn't allow me to walk across the field with her, and that's okay. It's not her fault. It never will be her fault.
Right.
And my funny thing was, my ex-wife stood there and says, "Don't you ruin this for her." And I'm thinking, what, like the time you had 11 patrol cars waiting for us when we came back from Katy Perry concert? But I just shut my mouth because, does she think I not remember this? But anyway, as they were walking across the field, they said, "Okay, Jane Smith, Florida Atlantic University." They would say the college. And I don't know where my daughter's going. I know she's going to college. But it's all will be revealed. Patience is something that I don't really have a lot of, but I've learned that everything comes out eventually. Everything comes out. I mean, whether it's her Instagram page, her TikTok page, a friend, another parent, I'll get that information. It's not like I'm not going to find out. I'm fine. I'm good. I find out. I missed a couple games here and there, but
they announced
and because
she was going to school at under senior night.
She was the only one out of all the seniors walking across the field that they did not announce what school she's going to. And that was, I have this
Weird
perception of, they were announcing it from the press box. So right. I'm thinking, oh man, they're going to say the college she's going to. This is going to be funny. And then it was even funnier when they didn't. And I'm wondering whether or not my ex-wife had our daughter call the guy in the press box and say, "Don't say the school. Anything's possible, man." I don't like to project, but I've had tickets to this show for a long time. This is the kind of stuff that goes into. You have to make sure he doesn't know that there's a game changer. You have to make sure he doesn't know what college you're going to, and it's also stupid and also evil. But that's what
What are the
has
things?
been.
What are the things you think that guys? What do you think the things are that guys can get out of reading your book? What kind of information, knowledge, support could they get?
Well, see, misery loves company, and this is no exception. And I hate to put it like that, but what I got feedback-wise, and I never expected this, but it's what I got. I'm like, wow, I did this for these people, is that they wrote to me and said, "I don't feel so alone having read your book." And the reason I put this out there is because with Father's Day coming on Sunday, we're all going to be up on our heads to a certain degree. That's why I came to the Hilton today. You know what? ladies and gentlemen, you can get out of the house, get out of your head. I mean, the pool's over there, the palm trees, the bar, the kitchen, we got coffee behind me, guests sitting in the lobby. This is life.
And then there's
get
David.
Out of your head. And there's me over here, like we're swirling the waters. But I mean, it's how easy was it for me to jump in the car, come over here, open the laptop, and do this interview from here rather than home, where when I get done and close the laptop up, it goes, okay, now what? You know what I'm going to do afterwards? I'm going to go into town. I'm going to go to the coffee shop. I'm going to get a crate of tea, in air conditioning. So it's go do something. Go play golf. Go play guitar. Go see something. Read the book, and take the ebook with you. And you don't have to read the whole book. Here's one. Get the ebook. Go to chapter 13. Chapter 13 is what resulted from what the court enabled. You don't have to read this thing in chronological order. One of the best, I think, well, actually the worst chapters in the book for conflict and heartache and heartbreak is chapter 13. It's actually what my daughter went through when all these my ex-wife was causing all these public scenes, like the time she got hurt, it hurt her knee, and I went over to her and her mother's screaming, oh no, that is not going to happen. There's no restraining order, there's no contact order. It's just the drama of what my ex-wife has inside of her. She has no hobbies, she doesn't have many friends, she doesn't date. She has nothing else to do. But I will tell you this as well. Now that my daughter's 18, an overwhelmingly tsunami came over me, and that it's over. Court is over. And my friends told me, it'll be over someday. And I couldn't get that through my head that it will be over someday. It's over. Now, my daughter is not talking to me, but that is just the residual effect from what went on all these years. That's all that's left, is my daughter doesn't talk to me. And hopefully, I know what she knows. And what she knows of me as her dad, and the things we've done over the years, things that have happened drama-wise that her mother has done. It's clear, and I am sure that my daughter will allow that to come back into the forefront of her life, and not let the love bombing supersede what's in her heart.
I hope that she does come back to you, that she does make that gesture to allow you back in. And now that she's a grown up, especially as she goes to college and stuff and gets out of your mom's house and away from her mom's control, that she then will have that accessibility and stuff. I want to give a huge shout out right now, though, to my girlfriend, Teal. Baby, thank you for setting this all up for us today. I left my computer at her house, and she made this happen. And she's fantastic, and a wonderful mom and a great supporter, and got me and David hooked up today. So thanks, babe, for doing this and getting me set up. So, David, there's got to be some solace in having that, like that peace of mind, knowing that like you fought to the very end. You did everything you could to show your daughter that you were there and that you never gave up, right? Like, I mean, graduation day, you were there. All her games, you were there. You missed a couple games. Everybody misses a couple games, but I want to give you kudos and respect for your ability to and the fortitude to overcome that experience and to never give up, to always be like, I have to be there for my daughter. I want her to see me, whether her mom doesn't want me to be involved and the system's not supporting me being actively in her life, but that my daughter sees me in the crowd every single time. And that even at the very last public thing that she has going on, you found the right spot to be seen, so that when she came down that aisle, she saw her dad there, and she couldn't deny it. Like, you love her so much that you're willing to go above and beyond and find the way to be there for her. And no matter what, man, she saw you and she knows you. You know, you were there always. Congratulations, man. And
Thank you for saying that. It's not about a ticker tape parade. Uh, it's never been. But I hope she comes back for her own good, because girls and women with unresolved daddy issues have just that going on in their lives, and and while it would warm my heart and please me, in the long run, it's also, and statistically speaking, she's going to be here longer than I am. So once I'm gone, that opportunity is gone, and I don't want that for her. As I don't want her to be angry and bitter towards her mother, and I don't want my daughter out there being angry and bitter at either of her parents, because that's not good for her.
yeah, no, I hope she finds some peace, and I hope that she comes back around, because I think you guys reconnecting and having the opportunity to talk about it and heal will be good for her and for you. And I should hope she makes that choice. I hope she allows you back into her life and for herself, and for you. So I'll be saying prayers every day, all the time, that happens for you guys and stuff. Um, David, I want to thank you for coming on today. I'm gonna go into what we have coming up this weekend and stuff now, but uh,
Okay.
I wish you all the best, my friend, and it's a blessing to
Thank you. You too.
have you in my life and to be friends. And I hope that you have
Same
a
here.
fantastic weekend, man. And uh, I wish you all the best, my friend.
Thank,
Much love.
thank you. Go get the book. It's free.
Yes.
You know, I mean, if for
What's the
no
title
other
again?
reason,
What's
just to say
what's the
you
title
have it,
again?
you must have done something. The Kids for Cash Family Court and its effects on a family, and it's on Amazon.com, free of charge for the ebook. Thank you,
Yeah.
Zach. Thank you. It's good to see
You're
you.
welcome.
Thanks for
You
having
too,
me on.
buddy. Yeah. Yeah. You too,
See you.
David, man. We'll see you later on. I don't know if she's gonna kick you out or not. You can
All
probably
right.
leave the studio on your own. But anyways, I want to give a little bit of love for what we have coming this weekend. So I was on the TV twice this morning for some live interviews here in Rapid City, South Dakota, for our Father's Day water gun fight, and it's going to be an epic experience having this water gun fight. We got the fire department's going to come out and fill all of our um, swimming pools, and everything's going to be all done for this Father's Day event. It's going to be fantastic. We got food trucks coming out. We got Philly Slim's going to be in the house, doing some raps and stuff. Probably from the back of my truck is what I'm guessing is going to happen right now. And we got speakers and everything. It's going to be a really good time, a lot of fun. And then we have 4,000 water pistols. So they should be coming in today. I'll do a little live video when I have all these water pistols and stuff. And we're going to get them all set up. We're going to have shirts out there for sale. Hats will be, these kids' or dads' hats will be available out there for sale. And we're going to have everything ready to go for this to be just an absolutely amazing time in support of dads and kids and family, and trying to build memories and experiences that last a lifetime. And this is going to be one of those opportunities going forward that every year on Father's Day, we're going to have the most epic of water gun fights here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Will we break the record this year? I don't know. But Guinness will be out next year. And so we won't be official with Guinness this year, no matter what. But next year, we're going to have Guinness out here. We have some connections finally that can get us hooked up, and not just going to their website, because that has not been successful, but actual people who have actually worked with them who are getting us the right connections. So we're looking forward to it. What an awesome opportunity, though, to connect with your family. If you're in the Black Hills, come out. We also have a winner that I'm sending the hat to. Gerald, you are getting the hat, and also Keegan Moeller, you also got a hat, buddy. If you get a hold of me, I will get you this hat in the mail. You can get this one, and we got the blacked out, all black version that we can send to you too. So appreciate you going on there. Appreciate you taking the time and tagging some friends, and wish you guys all the best. So just want to say thank you for everybody who's been out here and supporting. It's made a big difference. we're continuing to keep working on this stuff, working on the Facebook page. We're working on, more importantly, the activities and the experiences that are going to help bring dads and families together, help dads and kids build relationships, and make this world a better place. So we got this event coming up. We got classes and other experiences to come here in the near future, and it's really going to be fantastic. So come out, support, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you out there. It's going to be at Central States Fairgrounds from 11:15 until 2 o'clock, and that is in Rapid City. We're going to be south of the fairgrounds on the polo field, which is across the creek. It's a big open field. The parking lot there will be a couple porta potties and at least 3 or 4 food trucks out there holding it down. Billy Q's will be out there. The Meltdown ice cream truck will be out there. Should be some good times being had, and you'll see the fire truck out there. And when we start at high noon with the official water gun fight, they're going to have the sprayers out, just dousing the whole entire crowd with a beautiful array of water, and then everybody out there with their guns, just having a beautiful time, shooting each other, shooting their friends, and making it happen. So I wish you guys all the best. Have a wonderful day, and happy Father's Day.